All right, perfect, perfect. So let's start with this to clear for you a few things before I'm gonna give you an update also for today. But I want from you guys to start doing small upgrades every single week when we are trading and uh, when we are approaching every single week of how exactly we are approaching it. I want you to look at 2 weeks back in order to see what exactly is going on with this week. Try to understand and anticipate what exactly could happen when we are trading Asia range, which is I'll be looking usually like, let's say this is a part of how I do sometimes technical analysis for you. It's not a must, but it's worth looking at it. Which is usually we are looking at if the liquidity is swept from previous weeks or not. So we do have this liquidity, it's a swept, this liquidity, it's a swept. On this week, not the highs, not the lows. So both of them could be a target in the coming few days. The idea of having a balanced opinion about this, it's worth it just to understand that I'm balanced. I'm not bullish. I'm not bearish. It depends on what BTC it's going to do. We can align this with the move. The moment that you align this, you're going to end up by having something like this. Or not this. Something like this, maybe. Let's find the chart. Cool. So what I did here, so just for you to understand, the previous week, the liquidity that it's not swept, it's marked in red. The week before that it's swept, it's marked in green. Because if you will look here, that's the high, that's the low. Both of them, they are swept, so green. These are liquidity that it's not sitting there, it's already swept. Previous Asia range from previous week, because both of them, it's not swept yet. But we have to remind ourselves with a few things. Previous week, when we swept the week before as a liquidity, we already swept Asia low. We came back, we swept Asia high. Fine. This week, that's Asia range that we have it. Asia low, that's Asia high. So I do have Asia high from this week, and I do have also previous week high. The question that I'm gonna ask you, which liquidity you think we're gonna go for it first? Just as a structure. I really want you to understand to participate. Like each one of you, just give one answer at least. Just give one answer. Top Asia high. Top. Okay. High. 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 The clear answer for it, we don't know which one it's gonna go. But we want to anticipate to where exactly it's gonna go. We get the move on Monday. We've been grinding up, grinding up, grinding up. The weakness that we do have it here, that ETH, with all what BTC did, we didn't reach the mid-range. So what BTC is doing now, and what BTC could do now? Well, BTC can come take the highs, fail from here, nuke to the downside. That will put ETH to go to lower levels, to sweep the lower levels as a liquidity for us to be a target. Or BTC acceptance above Asia high from Monday, and ETH is going to start releasing moves. Because for now, we do have still a weakened liquidity that is sitting on BTC that we didn't come back to it. So we swept previous week. We are working with this And this is where exactly things it's going to start looking extremely interesting. What's exactly the major resistance for BTC? Two specific levels. This, we do have also news today. The body of the candle of this week and the Asia high from Monday. Two nasty levels. Can we see a rejection from here so we can start looking for some kind of shorts all across, maybe on ETH instead of shorting BTC, because BTC it's not really that much that we might get in it. Maybe shorting ETH or acceptance above, hold above, we can start releasing maybe to come and to take these highs or something of the weekend range liquidity, and where exactly ETH is going to start releasing some moves to the upper side. So you need always to remind yourself with what BTC is doing. I know that now Sol it's not getting in sync fully with BTC. ETH it wasn't in sync with BTC. Blah blah blah. All this I know it. It's just temporary. That's the whole thing. But this is how we start looking at things. Me personally, I would like to see ETH coming to sweep either this or this, one of them. And I think both of them they will get swept at some stage. How exactly that's going to happen, we will need to align it with BTC. But something worth looking at it. The original part of what exactly I'm putting for you every single month, why I don't believe in this kind of system of relying on the previous week, because if you start talking about the previous week without looking at the months, then it's a useless TA. It's a useless technical analysis. Useless technical analysis. You need to start from the month. So when I'm starting from the month, I know that why I'm still expecting maybe lower levels to come because I swept the highs and I didn't sweep the lows on BTC. And that will put you in a place that what the hell you are doing. Yeah, cool. You got acceptance above previous week low. Fine. But the highs of the week, the month, it's already swept. So what exactly you are doing? Correct? Are we clear on this or no? So we start from the month, we pay attention that what exactly happened in the month, and then we start looking for the weeks. But without the months, then it's useless. Now we are by the end of the month, so it's not really important, like let's say, to catch such moves. But it's something really worth to look at it every single time. So you start the month to evaluate, are we sweeping, getting acceptance, moving here, there, whatever, always worth looking at it. Always align things. Does BTC really have a room, like let's say, to go higher than this? No, it doesn't. Maybe we will reject from here and start going to the downside, come back again to this area. Very possible. Very possible. What other things they can do? Well, they can give us something today. If today and tomorrow we manage to come back and end up here, what feeling that could give you? You know what's this, right? If they started pushing higher and we end up the week with this, maybe they are just trying to grab liquidities from the downside and still sending it back to the weekend range. Something like this, if in case it happened. I'm just saying if. I don't start looking too optimistic because I'm looking somehow to see some reversals within today to the downside if in case we saw the weakness for something like, let's say, as a short. We didn't sweep Asia high from today yet. With the news, we will see what exactly it's going to go on. And then after that, if we will hold mid-Asia or we will not hold mid-Asia, we will see how it's going to go. But this is something that it's worth looking at it. My optimal play from this one is to see a little bit of a move to the upper side, come back somewhere at around these levels. Then we started moving to the downside. If we saw a strength and they started holding above this, then we continue the narrative to the upper side. Now, structure-wise, on BTC, you should be literally 70% out of the trade. 70%. out of the trade. And the rest, you're gonna just hold it and see how exactly it's gonna play out. 70%, it will put you in a place that the 30%, I'm willing to take the chances of the shorts. So that's the kind of place that you're gonna start doing it every single week. We want literally to put this kind of moves and system in the way how exactly we are looking at things. On the other side, one small hint and one small tip that I'm gonna leave you with it also. When we are looking at the chart and we are looking at it that we are moving already in a downtrend, this move to the upper side, it's not gonna be easy, it's gonna be choppy. It's not gonna be fast. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but by the end, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But that's the whole part. When we are moving in an uptrend and you get this, you will be expecting this fast to happen. Or if the drop is going to come, the reversal for it, it's going to be fast. Since we are moving in an uptrend, we are moving a little bit in a downtrend, it might be a little bit choppy when it's happening. It's something to pay attention to it and worth looking at it every single time. Are we clear on these tips or no? Are we fully clear on it? So the whole part is for us literally to think all the time where exactly BTC is reaching, what exactly BTC is going to do, what exactly did I see during the week? Did I manage to take the trade? It worked, it didn't work, possible. Now, another thing also to look at it, I think if you want to think extra tip, I'm going to give it to you also. If it's going to start moving above this level, then you might see ETH coming into the top of the range. If it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen, then you start seeing ETH maybe rolling down a little bit to the downside, maybe to come and to take this area, or maybe to come and to take this level to the downside. It's very possible. That's a kind of structure that you will always think about it and you will look at it. And look, I'm not against you guys, like let's say to use extra tips for you, like let's say during the week. I think if you will just put this for yourself, it would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. It could help you, but you need to make sure when you are trading Monday range in Asia, you need to use the VWAP for the week, not for the sessions, because the sessions, I would say it's a little bit useless. It's a little bit useless. You would understand at least from yesterday, you're not in a need for it. Because our levels, with all my respect, it's 10 times better than any VWAP that you can use it. Yesterday, you do have a simple tip. First of all, we got this as the previous week low, and then yesterday, Asia low. New York low. Just to sweep it. That's your candle, 5 to 6. Just to sweep it. Sweep. They don't want to go under it. Then there she goes. In Asia today, there where exactly the move happened. And yesterday, when I dropped for you this, I dropped it just for you to understand that still I'm looking for higher. They read the news in the wrong way for NVIDIA. News wasn't really bad. When news was fine, they just removed the Asia from it. They thought that, oh, done. NVIDIA is crashing for the earnings. You saw like everything is just dropping for a second to the downside, and then the recovery started. That's usually what you are getting. That's what happened also, by the way, on NVIDIA. Drop, and then after that, a recovery. Again, where did you recover? The full move. Simple. Now, if you want, by the way, a surprise on this one, I'll show you a small surprise. You're going to love it, I think. Check this out. The only thing that it happened, they came literally to Asia. I need just to give you something better so you can work with it. It's going to be a little bit different when you are using, like, let's say the stock, because it opens as the US market, because it's the US stock. But you're going to be relying on this one, on this to be the bottom. The only thing they came, they swept it, they started moving to the upper side, and there she goes. That's a drop. If you, by the way, if you checked yesterday, I'm going to also give you another tip on this one. Check this out. What happened exactly at these drops? Just go on a 15 minutes time frame. I think it's clearer for you guys to see it. Here you go. More than enough. Drop, recovery. There she goes. Now, another thing on BTC. The only thing that I really, or it made me really anticipate the move to the upper side and just looking for Asia high still to be taking out 4 hours time frame. When we closed it that day, that's how we closed it. Check this out. That's the trap. There she goes. You squeeze them. Then yesterday, 12 hours time frame, how we closed them. Today you squeeze them. That's it. Nothing really happened other than this. You just squeeze these two and still you are dealing with this stupid block that still BTC can reject from it aggressively. Because this is where you sold off from it the last time. You can come back to it and they can nuke it to the downside. But that's the kind of structure that I want you to start really looking at it every single time. That's a kind of structure that you want really to pay attention to it. Same thing, by the way, it happened also previous weeks. You didn't sweep any of them. You just came and you swept the highs. This one, it swept the highs. It didn't sweep the lows, so you are still grinding in the upper side. You just today came, you swept the highs. And to be honest with you, also for Sol, I'm just waiting to see if I get a trigger. I mean, I'm not going to be looking for shorting on Sol, for shorts on Sol. I think if the short trigger, it's going to come, we can short ETH because it's the weaker curve on this one. Also on ETH BTC. That's ETH BTC. You didn't print any reversal, you didn't print anything, but this was the area for us, like let's say to look for maybe some weaknesses here and maybe some pullbacks. So we'll see what exactly it's gonna happen from here. ETH is still the weaker pair because this is a major area for ETH on a yearly level. So maybe we can come back and drift a little bit lower, come to this cluster, come sweep these lows, and then after that, if it's gonna start checking to the upper side, happy days. But we will see how exactly it's gonna go. If BTC decided to continue to the upper side, then you rip ETH to continue at least mid-Asia range easily. If BTC, it's gonna get the acceptance above the mid range, the top range, sorry, of Asia. Are we fully clear on the plan? Does it now all make sense as just like, linking all the dots together, or still it's confusing? And just remember, another major thing that you do have it, which is on ETH, you do have this nasty level yesterday. Why I'm gonna, yeah, it can bounce, but I'm not interested because I'm thinking about what if lower levels it's gonna come. Look, what did we print yesterday? Well, today, clear this area, start getting the acceptance done. You're gonna squeeze on ETH. What did you print? Print also on this candle. It doesn't mean that you have to short it blindly, not by any chance. That's not how we short it. Not on a news that you're gonna know that they're gonna recover the move mostly. But for today, give me mid-Asia, come reject again, come lose this. Maybe we can take also the path, which is like I'm looking for fast moves to the downside. If in case it's gonna happen above, we flow with it, means that BTC above the Asia range and it's not rejecting and it's holding above it. We'll see what the news it's gonna bring. Are we at that stage in the cycle where ETH needs to continue higher for alts to go higher, or can alts run even? I think alts they're going to give you just sideways. That's my expectations. I think ETH the dominance it's going to give you also some kind of moves and consolidations the sideways. Still, if it's going to reach this area, I think this is the area where ETH it's going to start giving you some pullbacks to the downside. So this area, it's a major area. It can push you still to the 19%. It's very possible. But this area and this area, it's an area to look at it where exactly ETH dominance might start going to lower levels. Could be by next month. We will see how exactly things it's going to unfold from here. Upon that, we can decide what could be the next play. But as I said, it's just something worth really looking at it, something worth really paying attention to it, and how exactly you're going to be dealing with this in the coming few days. I want you to get just on board with this every single time. Just get on board with it. Look, I'll give you another tip. I hate really talking about it, but I'll give you another tip. The whole idea is to trade from these levels. That's the whole idea. Now, the strength for the move, that's something definitely you don't control it. I don't control it. It depends on the pairs, how exactly they are moving. That's the whole idea, you know? Would this be enough of a trade for you? That's something you can decide. It would be sold that it's moving better. That's something we don't control. But don't worry, you will get your tips when there will be any sign. You will get your tips on it. Could we come back again later on to this area? Very possible. Could we sweep it and then reverse from here? It's also possible. We will see how exactly it's going to play out. But the point of what exactly I care about it for now, it's the way how exactly you guys are managing your trades every single week, because this trade, it's a must for you to take it every single week. For the people that they are not taking it, I know a lot of you are taking it. I know most of you, they are taking it. I want each one of you to get on board in this one. Our levels, it's clear. Asia range, it's our trade. But our levels, if we want really to look at something, fine. We put this level, we put another level to the downside. BTC, same thing. We put these levels to the downside. We didn't reach to them, but we started anticipating on something like this. Sol was the one that it came through fully. Fully. That's it. Every single level. Every single level. And then acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Done. It's not like laggy, like ETH. That's something you don't control. With time, you're going to start looking at this and trying to see what exactly is strength, what exactly a weakness. You're going to start getting on board on this. It's not a problem. But again, the most important point is for me just to make some picks and to make some profits on these kind of things. Done deal. Or not done deal. Do you think we could go live after New York 1 hour to explain how you would trade it real time? It's happening one time. Do you think? What do you mean about the short or what? I don't know which one. Which one of them? How I trade it? I didn't get it. Just trading New York? Yeah, but we didn't trade New York because the levels are too tight for now. The only thing that we played it is Asia range. That's the long that I gave it to you. That's it. And that's what I was looking at. Now reaching here, I know this is a problem. I know this is a problem. Why I'm not going to be banking profits? I will bank profits now. For the shorts, we will look what exactly we're going to get. It depends on how exactly the market is going to progress. It depends. If they're going to rip it higher, well, fine. Just to flow with it. We will see if we will manage anything like, let's say, on E, maybe a break, clean breakout or something like this. We will see. But for me, if I want really to focus on something, I think ETH needs to do this before giving a pullback for a continuation. Other than this, it's not going to happen. That's my expectations. So, yeah. We'll see how things it's gonna move from here, and we execute things accordingly. But that's for now, guys. It's worth just updating you on these kind of things, and I'm gonna keep giving you like every single tip separately. We're gonna just combine these sessions, all of them together, and I think by next week you need to start getting on board on this one. I think that's one of the safest trades that you can look at it and you can get it, and you will be extremely happy with it, with the results of it. You've been trading it without feeling it for a lot of time. Now you know it all. So honestly, I'm not going to cut a slack for any one of you that was not trading it. That's it. That's literally what we are trading and what we've been trading for quite a good time. You started seeing the results of it like aggressively, and you started learning it, and you want to see how time is passing more and more and more. This is where exactly you started really getting on board on it fully. So it's been a good period. It's been a good period that you've been knowing it. 315 days, it's almost a year. Been knowing someone for a year, maybe it's time to take a move and to start trading it properly. So yeah, we'll see how exactly it's gonna move from here. And no, I mean, you can also, maybe you're not going to make a move after a year of knowing someone. It's fine. No rush in that. It's fine. So anyhow, that's all what I have for you guys for today. We'll see what exactly the market's going to give us after the news, and we'll give you the plan for after New York if I see something that it's worth taking it. Wish you all the best, and we'll keep you updated as much as I can. Cheers. Bye bye.